Hello, Scorpio friends, family, and cross watchers. Welcome to Bear's Touch Intuitive. It is Monday, September 11th, and let's just jump right in. I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Universal Truths Tarot. Woo! Spirit, please protect this reading. Send back any negative energy, transmuted for the highest, greatest good of all. Authenticity is the card that brings the theme of our reading today. Our authenticity births an aura of safety and comfort because it is based on truth. When we are not attached to an outcome, we give our authentic feelings a chance to seed and blossom. We come to realize that our happiness depends more on our inward realness than any outward circumstances. There is nothing more successful than just learning to be comfortable with who we are, what we think, and how we feel. This is the true essence of the words personal freedom. We live our life in the fabulous vibration of, I am free to be me, not thee, nor he nor she, no degree, no payment or fee, just plain me from A to Z for all to see. How much simpler can it be? Authenticity is our personal signature that we came in with, and the only thing that we will want to leave with. I really love this message. I think I've been kind of in a big shadow work phase. I think that came up last week for a lot of the Scorpios I was reading for. And shadow work really brings us to this place of authenticity where we realize, like, maybe the things we thought we wanted or the things that were impressed upon us to desire when we were younger, or whatever sort of subconscious, like, leanings we have that were, like, pre-programmed into our minds, you know, by our communities or societies or whatever. Shadow work basically has you dive into the uncomfortable, unknown part of yourself and has you confront, like, maybe what you fear exists within you. I just read a quote by Robert Johnson this morning that something like, unless we consciously work on our shadows, we're walking around projecting it on other people. It's like laid nicely upon other people. That's just a summary of the quote. But essentially, if you've been working on your shadow, consciously doing the work, you're bringing to the surface those uncomfortable truths. And those uncomfortable truths are often, they're liberating and they're less scary than we thought they were. Sometimes an uncomfortable truth is just as simple as, I want company, or I want, like, friends or family around me, when maybe you've been, like, working in a career or something that was keeping you lonely. So for that is the theme of the reading. That's what's coming up. Maybe some of you are getting new community. Union came out again. This is the death card in the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. This came out last week when I pulled from this deck as well. Card 13, Union, indicates a union of the internal divine masculine and feminine. So again, your subconscious and conscious working together. Your shadow work is completed. For now, you're in a place of rebirth, and you've laid a solid foundation for moving forward authentically in your life and building a life that feels not just authentic, but feels like it fits the container of your being. Like, you're not too cramped, you're not too small, like, you're fully seeing yourself in all of your maybe enormous glory, you know, maybe you're a much bigger energetic being than you expected yourself to be. This one wants to come out. This is the Ace of Fire. Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. So this is somebody who's weaving the web of their story. They're in a new beginning, and they're in this, like, cosmic egg space, and the spider's there to indicate, like, the telling of your story. So you might be resisting telling yourself the story of what you want to unfold, or you're not quite there yet. This spider has the infinity symbol on its thorax here. So not only are your capabilities for creating stories, like, oh, that's what's coming through. So there are so many infinite ways that this could play out for you. You're realizing that you're maybe feeling overwhelmed by the possibilities of like what it is that you want to create. And perception, card 21, which is the world here. This is you cutting through illusion, and really the sacrifice that you're making to close out this cycle is this like infinite storytelling, like this perception of your life that you could go anywhere, do anything, which you can. It's just you're realizing that to maintain this perspective of I can go anywhere and do anything, you're sort of also keeping yourself in a place of not going anywhere and doing anything. Like when you commit to something, it naturally like excludes other possibilities, at least for the moment. And so because you're afraid of like excluding possibilities, it seems you're not committing to a path. You're trying to keep all your options open. And this perception, the world card, is you ending that cycle out by by committing to yourself, your authenticity. With these 3 doves on top, there's the piece of mind, body, and spirit being aligned here. She has these 2 red dragons. This is card 14. Blue roses, indicating a transformation of your ability to communicate your truth with compassion. And then we're in the fall season in these cards, though. So there's something about this fall season, and potentially with the circular knotwork in the background, potentially with the eclipse season coming in October, that's going to really help you transform this like heart chakra energy. So her heart chakra is lit up, and then she has both of her chakras in her hands, like her ability to receive and give are balanced. So I'll pull one more from this deck and then we'll clarify with the tarot. I'm really loving this reading today. This is beautiful. Okay, and you have 3 major arcana and an ace so far. And 10 of earth, 10 of pentacles. That's what this card equals. So the 10 of pentacles is literally you removing your mask. It's you being able to embrace the energy of receiving all of your abundance. She's in basically the season we're in right now, fall, like going out of summer into fall, which is why her leaves are turning orange here. And she has this like cornucopia. Oh, it's a dragon holding a staff. I thought it was a cornucopia. So she's got maybe a familiar. There's a deer back here indicating that like royal, like the king of the forest is the deer in Western traditions. For some reason, vulnerability. The deer also indicates vulnerability, and this is the rutting season for a deer. So you might even be opening up, like this letting go of your mask or taking off your mask might be opening you up to a new rutting season. Oh my gosh. Or like a new relationship with somebody. She's also cloaked in this, it looks almost like a tree, like it's blending into the background, and then this red cloak. So red is the color of the magician, of the spiritual master, and also of safety, or the root chakra. So she's feeling safe, cradled by the Mother Earth, the natural earth, and she's in her abundance. So this reading is also telling me that what you expected abundance to be is changing quite drastically, if only because you're deciding finally, I want to say, like maybe you're somebody who has a lot of talents and a lot of gifts and a lot of paths that you can take, and you're deciding finally to take a path that is allowing you to be true to yourself. And that is bringing your 10 of Pentacles, your abundance, your manifestations. So what's also coming up for me here is, like, I got a pair of shoes at the Goodwill this week, and I don't really, like, buy things. I'm kind of a minimalist, and I, like, try not to accumulate things if I don't feel I'm going to use them. But I needed a pair of shoes for a specific like occasion, and I went to Goodwill and got a pair of shoes. And then 2 days later, my sister gave me a pair of shoes. And almost every time I like invest my time into acquiring something like actively and consciously, it's like more of that thing comes, and more quickly than I expected. So this is like the more you're actively involved in cultivating happily the things that make you you, whatever that is, even if it is just like you're not the kind of person who's going to dedicate yourself to one path. You're gonna have many desires, and maybe that's, or you're gonna have many things that you do. Four of Pentacles is coming out for some reason. Maybe you have many things that you do, and you're just learning like that's okay. And what's coming through with this Four of Pentacles is that maybe you've been trying to commit yourself to one thing because of a need for stability, or like this illusion that if you don't commit yourself to one thing, stability isn't going to happen. But this is telling me that it's actually holding you back. Telling yourself I need to commit to one thing to make it happen is actually like it's preventing the flow, and it's putting you in this Four of Pentacles. Excuse me, I'm still like a little bit stuffy. Okay, clarify. I feel like the Union card here is really Ace of Cups reversed. It's really self-explanatory. This Ace of Cups reversed is telling me that you've actually experienced an emotional hardship that has brought you into this rebirth. And while like maybe a part of you was expecting to feel differently about your situation than you currently do, you're realizing that like the reason you feel the way you do about your situation is bringing you into this energy of like, it's okay to have multiple things. It's okay to like have multiple pursuits, just to be like a normal person is what's coming through. Like, I don't know if you had some maybe grand vision for yourself, or like with this World card, this woman who's holding her singular sword, and she's just alone, like an owl sort of, with this like evening behind her, and she's almost just like looking over her realm with these like really cool black wings, and her hair's all flowing behind her, but she's also alone. She's like the wielder of the sword of truth. She's like keeping the gate to the next world. She's guarding it, and she's alone. And so maybe you felt quite alone in your situation, and that's this Ace of Cups reversed in your rebirth. Is like you were hoping to maybe have more company around you is what's coming through. Clarify. I want one more clarifier for this Ace of Wands is what it is, reversed. Why is this Ace of Wands reversed here? Ace of Fire reversed here for Scorpio. Spirit. The Fool reverse. Yeah, you've been resisting like a new beginning, because this new beginning is maybe more complex and spread out than you expected. Also, you're fully in this world energy, and the world leads into the Fool. So there's like an energy, there's like a feeling of moving backwards a little bit. Why are you moving backwards, Scorpio? Or why were you moving backwards? This is your recent past, so even maybe just as recent as yesterday, but you're pretty much, this is the energy that's leaving. It's also like South Node energy, whatever's in your South Node you might want to look at. South Node it's past life stuff. It's things you were working on in your previous lifetimes. As far as I know, I'm not an astrologer, but That's what comes through for me in the South Node. Eight of Wands reversed. Maybe you thought you were having a new beginning. You thought you were having a new emotional beginning. You thought you were going to be on a new journey. And you were blind to this aspect of yourself that's like attached to security and stability, but also the attachment to security and stability in this card, in the Four of Pentacles, it's a death energy, because this person wants to remain stable and not like give anything to get back, and so they're not getting back. They're not getting anything back. So you were not giving anything to a situation, including your new beginning. And so this wasn't bringing in a new beginning for you. You just wanted to maintain stability. So maybe you actually are the kind of person who regularly, like being a Scorpio, regularly goes through these new emotional beginnings, these like new full cycles where you like begin something new and then end it out and then jump to the next level of your transformation or your creation. And maybe you're realizing now, like, I want to be stable for a while. Like, I'm tired of these scorpionic transformations. I'm tired of trying to grow and heal and all this stuff. And by realizing the importance of stability for yourself, you're actually ending out this cycle of not being able to complete or commit to your creations. And this is allowing you to like be fully in yourself, to remove your mask, and to create what it is that you're going to create, whatever that may be. So accepting this stability into your life as part of like a fundamental value that you maybe didn't expect you had before is this Four of Pentacles is actually coming out as a good thing in this reading. All right, why is perception here for Scorpios? Why is the world here for Scorpio? I love this reading so much. It's so great. So the Star. So you're getting wish fulfillment. You're healing. You're learning where to give your emotional energy and your hopeful energy. And you're learning that doing so from a place of a stable foundation is creating something more, like, I want to say guiding star, is like it's creating a guiding star for the next phase of your life. The star in the world, huh? That's pretty incredible. So I think this wish fulfillment is the Knight of Cups. Also maybe a new lover, a new love cycle, a new love offer coming for you. A new business offer or venture. The Knight of Cups, though, usually he looks to me or seems to me like somebody who's bringing in a love offer, crossing the river, the waters. A King of Cups. Somebody who lacked empathy once or didn't understand. What is with this? There's a lot of water energy right here in your present. Your wish fulfillment, I think, is for a new love offer or a new kind of love. And maybe you're closing out a cycle with lovers, or maybe even from yourself, like offering in a love romantic situation or business situation a lack of empathy. You're closing out a cycle where you're dealing with people who lack empathy, or being a person who lacks empathy, although that doesn't occur to me as somebody who is, that doesn't occur to me as you. I think this is someone else. You're closing out a cycle of dealing with people who lack empathy and bringing in a cycle where a new, like, sweet, tender sort of beginning is occurring for you, whether it be in love or business or community. You're softening is what I'm hearing. You're like the Scorpio, you're like the Scorpion in its molting phase, where it needs a lot of water so that its shell can soften, so that it can release its old shell and create a new one and expand and grow. So drink a lot of water during this time. Spend time near water. A Hierophant. Yeah, this new commitment coming in will lead to marriage, can lead to marriage. It can also be a commitment to spiritual devotion comes through with the Hierophant, or community or justice, like social justice. Something that you're doing is, it holds the key to transmuting or transmitting sacred knowledge into the foundation of your life, creating tradition for this new self that's being born or has been born. You may also be closing out with the World a marriage, which has come through in your readings before. Ooh! Or even rejuvenating one, whether that be like a soul contract or an actual marriage. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Why is the Knight of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. Self. Okay. That's too many, I think. The Empress, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So we have Page of Cups energy, King of Cups energy, and Knight of Pentacles. Whoever this person was that you were dealing with, or whatever this cycle is that you're closing out, it's somebody who, they took too long to offer you anything tangible, and they made a bunch of promises they didn't keep, and eventually they became like a completely non-empathetic person, or you saw the truth of them as a non-empathetic person. And maybe they came around, maybe they were not an empathetic person, and then they came around, but they took too long to bring you an offer that was tangible. And while they've brought you an emotional offer, or you're in this new emotional offer, this is what you're looking for. Seven of Swords with the Hierophant, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles to clarify the World. Four of Swords on the bottom. And the World again. Okay, confirmation. So you're resting, healing, and recovering from this situation, which is why you want the stability that you want. So you're actually, your love offer, your emotional offer is actually giving thanks to whoever this person was for this wish fulfillment, because it's actually allowed you to be stable, to heal, to close out this cycle, and to learn exactly who you want to give your cup of love to for this marriage, if ever that's going to occur for you, or what you want to give your cup of love to, if that's like divine marriage, or, you know, internal chemical marriage, like your union with yourself. This person took a bunch of your energy, your thoughts. They tried to disarm you, and you have your defenses up against them, is what I'm hearing. But putting your defenses up against them has put you in this Empress and King of Pentacles energy. So you know what you deserve. You know how to nurture yourself and others. You know how to provide stability for yourself and others, or you're going to be able to shortly. And it's literally because of this occurrence. And this is how you've transmuted this like negative energy and closed out this cycle, basically. Death reversed, yeah. Is you gave everything to someone. You gave all of yourself to somebody or something, some situation. And it's like giving all of yourself to a certain situation. You have the Emperor and the Empress on this side. It's like they were trying to like I'm hearing like they were trying to be emotionally fulfilled by like taking your energy, like instead of doing their own work. Okay, well, that's the past. Your present is this Emperor, King of Pentacles, Empress energy. And then you have the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. And the World twice. So I'm going to take these cards here, and we're just going to start clarifying what's coming in for you, because I don't want to focus on the past anymore. I feel like you found your stable new beginnings. I'll move these ones over. Got the Self. Death again. Okay. That's you. Clarifying you. What is this Empress, King of Pentacles, Emperor lineup for Scorpio? 10 of Pentacles. What does this mean for you, Scorpio? Lots of lovely, like, whole energy here. Like, Union, Empress, Emperor, the world on top of the world, the star on top of the world, the self. Like, you're just fully unmasked. You're fully authentic. It's like you finally, something about you has been revealed, and it came from like what was apparently a really awful interaction with like somebody who just had no empathy at all, and you're realizing like, oh, I'm actually like really capable. Let's see, not just emotionally and materially, but also like mentally and strategically. Like you've kind of got the whole gambit here for yourself. Ooh, okay. 10 of Cups reversed, 9 of Wands on the defensive. On top of this, King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Sun, and Hierophant reversed. Yeah, so whatever this connection was previously that you were in, people were talking about it, making plans about it. It could have been just like however you were connected with yourself. Maybe people were saying you were disconnected, or like unhinged is what's coming through, and instead you're being seen again as this like Empress, Queen of Cups, and the Sun, like really super empathetic. Your empathy is coming to light. So maybe somebody was saying like you weren't capable of feeling empathy. That's weird. Maybe that's coming through for some of you. Queen of Cups also is bringing in that like water energy again. Like you're needing to drink more water. Maybe like cleanse a little bit, or take like a spiritual bath. Just cleanse your energy. Page of Wands and the 9 of Wands. It's 10 of Cups on the King of Pentacles. 10 of Cups reversed. The 10 of Cups reversed on the King of Pentacles is telling me that in order to gain stability, You had to give up what you emotionally suspected was going to make you happy. Maybe emotionally it wasn't making you happy, or somebody else's 10 of Cups was to see you like financially undone. That's weird. That's what's coming through there. Okay. And then, I don't know, hopefully it resonates with somebody. Let me know in the comments if it does. And then this 9 of Wands is like, again, it's you healing. Like, you've been through a battle, you've put up your walls, and you're putting the last stave in, or taking this first stave out. Like, your situation is that you've healed or are healing, and you're beginning to like come out of your shell. And then this Page of Wands is indicating like a new idea or inspiration, some new kind of like vital force energy is being lit within you to create something, and it might just be in its fledgling stages right now, but you're moving from this Empress and King of Pentacles into the Emperor. And again, if you're in a process of getting divorced or waiting for a divorce, this Hierophant reverse might be saying like this contract is being delayed by this person, or the ending of this contract is being delayed by this person, and ending out this contract is actually going to show, it's going to show, so this person thinks that you've stolen from them is what I'm hearing here, and in fact, like, they're the ones who have stolen from you in this Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, King of Cups again. Yeah, those all came through again. So once this contract is ended out, Hermit reversed. And once you're coming through as the Hermit and the Knight of Cups right now. So basically, once you exit out of your healing Hermit mode, begin cultivating yourself fully into your community is what I'm hearing. Because right now, maybe your community or the people you've been around have been able to like kind of talk shit about you or like this is what you're thinking is going on, or like, again, if you're in some sort of ending of a contract, whatever's been going on with this contract has been delayed because you've been in this Hermit mode. But you're coming out of Hermit mode with this new emotional offer, or being seen as this person who like brought your cup of love to a situation, and this is making you see yourself and other people see you as this Queen of Cups, emotionally stable, emotionally expansive, able to hold space for others. Maybe you're a counselor, a therapist, or a social worker, or in some sort of like field where you help other people with their emotions or handle their emotions. And this is bringing a lot of happiness to you and to others is what I'm seeing. Like you're helping to enlighten others and enlighten yourself. With the sunflower here, the sunflowers in our garden just bloomed. So I think the ending of Virgo season, going into Libra, and then also the eclipse season is going to be really like just a beautiful time for you, Scorpios. Now I want to clarify, finally, this 10 of Pentacles, removing the mask. What can Scorpios do to remove this mask a little bit more fully? I like that she has this fox mask. A fox and a deer might be significant to you. The dragon indicates power, and the dragon is on her left arm. So, oh, okay, what's this one? 4 of Cups. It came out pretty sideways and it leapt out. And the Empress on the bottom with Judgment, and the Sun again. Okay. Ace of Cups. Okay. So you're contemplating right now. I'm hearing emotional stagnation, but I don't think that's what this is. I think that you are beginning to understand how you manifest with your emotions. At the beginning of this reading, we talked about Like, I bought a pair of shoes, and then 2 days later, I got another new pair of shoes. Your emotions, like, specifically your joyful emotions, especially your joy in receiving, your joy in what it is that you let in, is creating more of that. And so you're learning to have discernment. This judgment card is somebody like, it shows the angel Gabriel, right? The angel of judgment, blowing the horn. So basically what he does by blowing this horn, by creating this sound and speaking this truth, is he brings it into being. And so what you're doing by investing your emotions or your hopes or your enthusiasm into anything is creating matter, like in your life, creating what matters in your life. And so you're able to use this judgment, your 10 of Pentacles, like there's a 10 here and then 2 10s, right? It's card 20 on judgment. So you're able to basically use this 10 of Pentacles, this like what brings you security in yourself, to manifest what matters to you in your life. Like what you're bringing in materially is actually coming from realizing what matters to you, and realizing what matters to you, like to your core self, not just like what other people told you matters. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna have this career because it makes me look good and like my ego is stroked. It's more like, no, I feel, if I'm really honest with myself, I feel better like just working in a diner and having hobbies and, you know, providing for myself in other ways, or like joining a mycology class, or, you know, I don't know. So just like you're just, I'm getting a really strong feeling of like humbling yourself, or not putting so much pressure on yourself to become what you think other people want you to be. And this is actually making you come through as not only nurturing yourself, but like able to nurture others. With the Sun and then the Ace of Cups, this is actually bringing about your new emotional beginning. The delay of this new emotional beginning was because you were contemplating the very like real machinations of manifestation in your life and seeing them play out, and almost like you weren't believing, like you were, maybe you believed in manifestation, but you didn't actually believe it, you know, like rationally you believed it, but you hadn't seen it like really work out in your favor. And so you're really seeing it work out in your favor, but this is literally because you've embraced yourself in a really radical way, which I think came up in a reading last week, radical self-acceptance. So maybe check that one out if you haven't been following. Anything else for Scorpios here? This is like a really, really lovely reading. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to read the Self and this 10 of Earth from the book. The Self. I am identity, self-realization, self-manifestation, center, peace, acceptance. Establish a unique and individual identity. Be free of definitions and labels. You have unlimited potential. How has your past shaped you? Identity is fluid and changing. Who you are is for you to determine. And I'm just going to read the future position because that's where it's in. It's like your present / future. When the Self card appears in the future position, it flows directly on from the questions raised in the present, which I guess we'll have to read the present also. When the Self card appears in the present position, it addresses the person you are in the present and asks you about the person you show to the world. Who is the person you want people to see when you first meet? How do you project yourself, and what aspects of yourself do you wish to reveal first? Do you present the same face to all who meet you, or do you wear a mask when you are out in public and only let the real you shine forth once people have earned your trust? Do you reveal your true identity, or instead do you present a construct that puzzles and confuses those around you because what they see is not what they get? Are you a chameleon who shapeshifts to fit with everyone? Or do you reveal your true thoughts and self without worry about others' opinions, preferring to be genuinely liked by a few instead of shape-changing in order to be liked by many, who might not like you if you were to reveal those true thoughts and self? We all have layers, like ogres. We all wear masks. We all have a public and private face. We have a self we share with strangers, a self we share with those we like, love, and trust, and a self that only we know and only a few will ever see. Yet as we grow in confidence and acceptance, the more alike in nature those layers become. And if you are trying to fit in with the wrong crowd, you will most likely find that it is like wearing shoes that are a size too small or too big. Yeah, again, that image of like being in the Scorpio energy of like molting your exoskeleton so that you can create a bigger one that you can fit into. Like your energy's bigger than you expected it to be. You are a bigger person than you knew yourself to be. While those shoes will, in a limited way, protect your feet and help you to move forward, over time they will pinch or rub, creating bunions and blisters. Wouldn't it be so much easier to find a pair of shoes that fit? Therefore, the shoes came up so many times in this reading. Like, somebody might be in a shoe business. Therefore, ask yourself instead, who am I? Do I know this person? Is this person who I really want to be? Are there aspects of myself that I hide because I'm afraid others will reject me? Are there things that I would love to do and speak of but dare not because those around me have an expectation that I follow their lead and do as they do? Do I like me? Am I allowing others to define who I am? When the self card appears in the present, it signifies the need to take a moment to get to know yourself. So it seems like you've already done that, Scorpio. In the future position, this says our identity and how we perceive ourselves is ever changing and evolving. We are our own masterwork. Let the love you have for yourself guide your brush strokes, create a masterpiece. So you are realizing that you're not identifying anymore with what it is that you do or your creations or the things that you go into business doing or the people you identify with. You are your own creation. With the mention of the shoes too, I wanted to, the reclined cobbler's pose came up. Like if you do yoga or are learning yoga, reclined cobbler's pose might be a good one for you to practice. Like just putting yourself in that Empress receiving energy and laying down on the earth and like letting your legs fall open and your feet together. Just spending some time in that pose might be really good for you. And then we'll read the 10 of Earth and close this reading out. Those are really, really nice readings today. I'm really grateful. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful reading. 10 of Earth, synthesis, harmony, highest ideals, reward, inner peace, authenticity, again, grace, and look within. This is a time of reward for you. Everything is coming together. Move through life with surety. Understand your place and purpose. The 10 of Earth symbolizes all aspects of life coming together as a whole. Career, home, family, all are in harmony. Years of dedicated service to family, career, and community have reaped the highest of rewards, the love, respect, and trust of family and peers. This love, respect, and trust are a reflection of what is felt within and inspire a sense of well-being and connectedness that enables one to move through life with both grace and ease. The 10 of Earth is an affirming card. If it appears in your reading, it signifies a time of reward. It also asks, have you embraced the highest of ideals to lead a fulfilling life spent doing something you love, to raise your children and to become happy, confident adults, and to know and understand your place and purpose? At this time, be sure to remove all masks and show your true self to the world. Authenticity is a quality admired by many. Live your life undaunted by change also, and know that you have been made stronger by your past experiences. Now, whatever the challenge might be, you will find your center and move forward in a fearless manner. That is lovely. All right, Scorpios, if this reading resonated, please remember to comment. Let me know how and why. And if you like my content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It helps to get it out there. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday. There's beauty coming towards you, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of this lovely reading today. So I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, bye.